Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and the first reactions to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker are now online. The premiere was last night, so a lot of critics got in access. The way that usually works is there's a premiere screening with all the cast and crew and friendlies, and then they'll hold a couple other screenings nearby in other theaters. So a lot of critics, favorite critics of theirs, Disney wants to, thank and give access to, bigger ones, they get to see it last night. Today, lots more critics are seeing it across the country, including myself. I'll be seeing it this afternoon. We all cannot officially review it until Wednesday, super in the middle of the night. So expect my review Wednesday, Tuesday, late in the morning, early morning Wednesday is when you'll see official reviews starting to come out. But in the meanwhile, that doesn't stop people from being able to give social media reactions, and they're all over Twitter. I've gone through, there's no real spoilers here. These are just more broad takes on the film. So no spoilers. This is just, if you want to go in completely blind, then tune out. But these are people, whether they like the movie or not, and sort of overall thoughts of did it work. So let's go through and sort of see if this means anything. Likely it doesn't. A lot of these critics, I think, at Last Jedi, when that happens, I remember a lot of these critics just fawning over it. And then as the film sat with them and they saw the reactions of fans and the people like myself included, I was like, yeah, that wasn't as good as I thought it was. But I do sense, I'm going to go on record, I think the film will be a fun movie-going experience. Will it have problems? Absolutely. Every movie can if you look for them. But I think overall what I'm noticing is it's a lot of plot. They do a lot of stuff in it to try and... it seems to me, without even seeing it, based off the reviews I already skimmed through, it would have been suited for JJ to have done a second movie to sort of spread this out, is what I'm assuming. But again, speculation. Let's go through and see what everyone says. Mostly positive, I would say. Mostly positive reviews here. Definitely some negative ones. All right, so Rob Keyes just stepped out of the Rise of Skywalker, an immensely satisfying and massive end to the saga. It somehow addresses issues, problematic characters, and unanswered questions from The Force Awakens and Last Jedi 2. There you go. Jenna Bush. Oh my God, I am absolutely blown away. I've never been so satisfied by a film. Really? This is the end of an era and a franchise that's defied my life, and it did it justice in a way I didn't imagine it could. You will cry. All right. Eric Davis, epic, all of it. Rise of Skywalker is a terrific finale that is just stuffed with so much of everything: action, adventure, answers, heart, humor, love, and grit. I spent the entire second half with tears in my eyes. A wonderful way to end the Skywalker story. I'm emotional. This comes from Mark Ellis of Schmoes. I'm emotional, overwhelmed, surprised, shocked, and stunned. More than anything, I'm happy. Thanks for coming through one more time, Star Wars. I mean, middle of the road. I think this is what a lot of us are going to feel. This seems like a very safe, well thought out. Let me play it both ways. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I'm stunned. I'm emotional. I'm happy. Happy it's over, or I'm happy that it ended the way it did. Very safe way for him to go either way later. Brandon Davis. Rise of Skywalker is good. It's full of big surprises, and in the words of Luke Skywalker, this is not going to go the way you think. Does that mean the spoilers are wrong? I see a lot of people talking about these leaks, spoilers, and that they're accurate. I will let you know after I see the film as best I can. But I people are confirming, doomcoxing, everything you said was true. Let's see. Give it another day or two to really confirm what's true and what's not. Rise of Skywalker is a lot. It's a big, giant movie with a lot of spectacle, high stakes, and it's definitely going to start a lot of conversations among fans. So there you go. Still going to be divisive based off everything I'm reading. Adam Bivari, I'm going to need a minute to digest Rise of Skywalker. There's so much movie in this movie, but its best moments are the quietest and most human, giving this more of a think, though. Also, I can confirm there is queer representation. Yay! In the last 2 seconds. And you may miss it entirely. Welp. Oh, well, that's important. I realized within the first 20 minutes of Skywalker that it was the best film in this trilogy, and it kept getting better right through the end. Thank you. May the Force be with you, from Maud Garrett. My favorite Star Wars are the ones that take the time to focus on the characters. The whole first half felt like all exposition. It does get better, and Lando rules, but there's just so much plot. It feels so rushed, and the Emperor stuff is weird. It's certainly the most convoluted Star Wars. There's a lot I liked, but the first half gets so bogged down with exposition and new plot and doodads and beacons and transmitters, it feels like it should have been 3 movies of its own. So I'm not too surprised I'm not too surprised, and at times I felt too much fan service was given. But Rise of Skywalker is everything and nothing that you're expecting. So I guess what my immediate reaction is, God, I love this franchise, and I'll miss the Skywalker Saga. Stephen Weintraub, Frosty from Collider, one of the first ones who planting his feet in the sand. I might be in the minority on the Rise of Skywalker. I have a lot to say, but we'll wait till after it is opened. Okay. Frosty, look, I don't have a problem with Frosty, but he's, he likes to be positive to these studios because he interviews a lot of the talent. He doesn't ever consider himself a critic. I've talked to him about it. So he plays it safe. So for him to say, he's got some stuff to say about it is interesting. Chris Taylor, it's a lot. It's like 9 movies of plot in one, going to take me 9 days to process. That's a common theme, and that's why I'm saying it seems like maybe JJ had a lot to say, and he should have done it through 3 movies. A lot. Tons to love here. No shortage of crowd-pleasing moments and twists and cameos, but also quite a bit to some faves. Janna, Dio, Finn, of course, and what a lovely send-off for our General Leia. All I can say is wow from Dan Casey is many things horrifying, hopeful, violent, low-key, horny, full of the right kind of fan service, but most of all, it's fitting ending for this incredible 40-plus years long saga. Interesting. Cinema Blend. Well, it's a drastic departure from The Last Jedi, but also not as invigorating as The Force Awakens. It's a movie packed with action. It's seriously non-stop, but also jammed with fan service. Star Wars fans, brace for the debates. Anthony Brezicon, when people talk about Star Wars, they talk about their childhoods, their best memories, the people they loved and shared it with. Rise of Skywalker brings back all of those feelings and then some. I absolutely loved it, and now I feel like R2-D2 falling over. Jacqueline, well, Star Wars fans, Mr. Abrams has certainly given us plenty to talk about. I hope you're ready, ladies and gents. Didn't want to say her opinion yet, I guess, saving it for her review. Here's John Campia going out against the mold and not being positive. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker reaction. There are a few big, great moments, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to love this movie. Unfortunately, I'm just not one of them. Hopefully, I'll like it a little bit more after I see it again tomorrow. Look, no disrespect to John, but John's been all over the place. There's video of him loving Last Jedi when it came out, and then starting to overly criticize it later. But I share that concern. I didn't love it, but I was distracted by it. And then as I sat with him, like, yeah, didn't hold up as well as I hoped it'd be. But he's going out now saying no, didn't like it. On top of that, Scott Mendelson also, at worst, I expected Rise of Skywalker to be a well-made movie that I didn't like or whose story choices I disagreed with. I was not expecting a genuinely bad movie with video game plotting, thin characters, weak action, and endless exposition of no consequence. Heartbreaking. Oof. And then Christian Harloff, lot to take in with Rise of Skywalker. It is the big lightsaber adventure I hoped for. A few things I still wonder if it was necessary, but it was a very satisfying end to this new trilogy. Dennis Sung, it's an entertaining and satisfying conclusion of the Star Wars saga, though it does utilize some familiar beats from the original trilogy. If you like the fan service that JJ delivered in Force Awakens, like I did, you'll love many of the epic moments. Scott Mance, of course, The Rise of Skywalker, really awesome. The best of the new trilogy, really fun, lots of humor, a big heart. So many surprises. It's everything Star Wars fans are hoping for and more. A very satisfying conclusion, a lot of fan service, but I loved it. Just got done watching Star Wars, and all I can say is wow, wow, wow. It pays homage to all the films. It does a great job wrapping up this epic story. Phenomenal in every way. So, and then now I'm just trying to make sure I've covered as many as I can. The Rise of Skywalker is everything I want it to be because there's never been a Star Wars movie like this before. It's dark and scary, but hopeful and beautiful. It ends the trilogy while also ending the saga as a whole. I know I'm rambling, but I worship this movie. There is good in Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker, but there is more that is disappointing. There are a number of choices that just don't track, fan service that doesn't work, and ignored details that are missed. I'm bummed. Rise of Skywalker. And then I think, was it here? So Rise of Skywalker in the end, it was Star Wars fans that killed Star Wars. So look, lots to digest there. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm just glad I'm seeing it now, today, instead of Thursday. I'm seeing it twice. I'm seeing it again Thursday, so I can really break this down because as I suspected, it seems like there's going to be a lot of conversations, a lot of videos and essays and debates. You can rest your butt. We will be covering a lot of those here. So stay tuned for my review on Wednesday. Debating when I'm going to do my spoiler review. We'll probably do a big stream, potential some Nerd Wars, etc. I'm thinking Friday night instead of Thursday so we can all digest it because everyone's going to be in the theaters Thursday night. So expect probably a Friday night Star Wars stream where we're going to really break things down. So go see it this Thursday or Friday morning so you can get involved and see my review, non-spoiler review, tomorrow morning as we break all this down. So lots of Star Wars to digest. Are you guys excited? Do these comments worry you? Do they excite you? Can you go in positive? Come on, let's try and be positive here. It sounds like, gathering from that, there's a lot of reactions because they're at a premiere, right? And that's, Disney does it on purpose. No disrespect. I understand why they do it. They want it to be a big fancy to-do. They want all the critics to feel like they're special. You want to go have a big party. And hopefully that does sometimes, make the experience of the movie seem less jarring. It's just a tactic. And it's not, I don't think it's, sketchy of them. Every studio does it. But it's hard to judge the first round of reviews to be anything but excitement. The next round will be a little bit more people reacting to those reviews or wanting to stand up against those reviews. And so today's reviews, reactions that you get throughout the day, will start, I think, leveling it out. And then Thursday, it'll probably be even out is what I'm guessing. There'll be a lot of no, it's stupid, that the leaks were right, and blah, 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 which I don't even know if they are. But I think it'll level out, and then Thursday, people are going to go make up their own minds, and it sounds like we'll have another divisive movie on our hands. So be prepared. Get ready for lots of videos, including here on Popcorn Planet. So be sure to subscribe. Don't miss anything. You might want to join for some early access to certain videos. Click that join button right next to subscribe if you want to get stuff early this week. Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to give you more Star Wars this week. I'll be back with some more stuff later today as I watch the screening. I'm going to bank another video to be posted. So enjoy those, and may the Force be with us all. Bye, everybody.